Good morning guys and welcome back to this week's video. So I have some good news. I can do more with Tommy basically. We're still not jumping just yet, but that's mainly because I don't have a lesson again. So we're kind of waiting for my instructor to have a lesson to see how he goes in the bridle and all that type of stuff. But I can canter him and we're going to do poles. So what my instructor just told me is just place poles on the floor and then just go over them. Lots of leg yielding, all that type of stuff. So that is what we are going to do tonight. And I actually cannot wait. It's felt so long since I've last seen Tommy just because of my exams. But I'm so excited. So let's go.
Where did you come out for some sunshine? Oh, he's backing off.
Around, or is that just me? Good boy. That's him. Gloves now. Good boy.
So today's goal for our ride was really just to have fun and just to actually work him properly, as obviously he's not had that for 2 weeks now. His owner did ride him yesterday and said he did work really hard. So we kind of just repeated what she did yesterday, today, and I loved it. My mum very kindly set out some poles for us, and once we were fully warmed up, we just had a little trot over the poles, and he was doing so well. Him and poles normally get a really bad striding to them, and he just kind of throws himself over them, but today he actually really worked for it. And then it was time for our first canter, and my goodness, he was so springy and bouncy, and he just felt so good. You can tell that he is loving it and that he has really missed his work. After that, we went over the poles as well, just like we did in trot. And like I said before, we did not get a bad shot to any of these poles. And I am so happy. After that, we then popped onto the other rein and we did the exact same. He was a bit more reluctant on this rein to get into that contact and to listen to me. So we kind of just took our time and then we just again went around and popped over the poles just a couple of times. So we ended on a high.
Good boy.
We have just finished our little schooling session and oh my goodness, I can very safely say that we both enjoyed it so much. We are currently just walking up the lane for a little cool off, but he loved it. You can tell this horse loves his work. Like, his ears are never back. He loves it. I'm gonna say he puts lots of effort into everything, especially jumping. He puts in a lot of effort to stop all the time, but you can tell he missed it. That canter, I'm not sure if it's kind of a mix of not being ridden for 2 weeks and then having the new bridle as well. But essentially the new bridle was just to make him more free and more extended in all of his movement. And I can definitely tell a difference in his canter. He was so incredibly springy. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I've not watched back the clips yet. I'm not sure if you can tell in the videos, but his canter was so springy and bouncy. I didn't struggle to sit it, but you know, it's like that perfect show jumping canter you need, which is what we both need desperately when it comes to our jumping. I am so beyond proud of him. He has tried his absolute heart out. We're just walking up the lane to cool off, and then I am going to give him a bath. A sponge off really. It's obviously not going to be a proper full bath, but I do like to give him quite like a maintenance wash, and his tail needs that, and I like doing that now on a Saturday, once after we've ridden. So we're gonna turn back now and head back. But I am so beyond proud of him. Like, I'm not gonna stop raving on about that for the rest of the day, but he was so good. Nice long stretchy walk to cool off. Although he's just got his head down because he wants to eat a snack every 5 seconds. But it's not allowed. Oh my god, on another note, if anyone has any tips on how to regrow a mane, this boy, come on, he has had this patch missing ever since I started loaning him, which, as we all know now, has been a year, and it's never grown back, ever. I look at all my pictures from a year ago, he has no mane. I need to find something kind of cheap and affordable to make sure it works first, and then I might splurge, but I just need to grow this patch back. I cannot. So, I've just given Tommy a hose down. Anyway, I have washed his tail. It's just got the second bit of shampoo just sitting in his tail right now. It actually was not as dirty as I predicted it was going to be. It was just really knotty and dry. That's just that's just what it was. I'll just go over him really quickly again with the hose, give him a sweat scrape, and then turn him out with all of his friends for the night. He's seriously trying so hard. Oh, he's got, oh my god, Thomas. Whoa. So Tommy, it's all bath. I ended up getting a bath myself, as he decided it was, when I was doing his tail, the perfect time to swing his tail around. So we both got soaking wet in the end. Anyway, I've just doused him in fly spray, popped on his fly mask, and as you can see, he's very antsy to get out now. So we're gonna go turn him out with his friends. Oh, okay, thanks Tommy. Off he goes. Now about to start on Tommy's stable. First, he's gonna do his hay net. And I'm loving the summer turnout because his bed is so small now, because he's only in for a couple of hours in the day, and he only does a couple of poos. Although, you may have watched last week's video, you would have seen that he was actually soaking wet. So I'm kind of hoping that he's not wet today, or else we're going to be in for a surprise. But let's get started on this hay net. When I say I was so blessed with his stable, not only were there 3 poos and no hidden poos, dry, bone dry. Oh my goodness, perfect. Anyway, I've done his water, hay net, I've just cleaned his feed bucket, and now it's time to go put his feed in it, and then clean my sack again, and then we're done. Okay, so we've just put up to the yard now. We're about to go get Tommy in from the field, and we're just going to take him on a hike today because he's not been on a hike in so long, and we're just going to have a nice chilled day. We have started our hack, and it's very safe to say Tommy is feeling very spicy. He was very spicy when we brought him in, and when we tried to groom him, he was just moving all over the place. So we're just going to take it nice and chill. I do think the ground is still a bit too hard to have a canter, so I think we'll just stick to a walk, to be honest, maybe a little bit of a trot. So let's go. it's definitely very safe to say he is very excited. But then he's not been on a hack in 2 weeks, so I don't blame him. But it looks so pretty. Tommy was such a good boy on our hack. My mum's just given him a handful of treats, and now I'm just gonna give my tack a clean, especially my stirrups. These are covered in grease and mud, so I'm just gonna give everything just a little bit of a once over. Good boy. Oh.
Feeling it's lacking in some food right now.
Good boy. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a lesson next week and we can do a bit more, hopefully some jumping. But that is the end of today's video, and I'll see you next week. Bye!